fall apart. The pain becomes purpose, no fear, no remorse. Through the pain, through the fire, through the worst of my day, I found purpose in the breaking. Survival isn't a whisper. Oh, if you listen, you survive. Still breathing, still alive. God never wastes the hurting. Every chapter had a rolling down.
Gail Estella, and welcome to the Gail Estella Survival Podcast.
From pain comes purpose. No fear, no remorse. Survival isn't a whisper. Through the worst of my day. And the breaker isn't no whisper.
Hello, everyone. This is Gail Estella, and welcome to the Gail Estella Survival Podcast. Here's where we turn pain into purpose, because survival isn't a whisper, it's a roar. And before we get started, there's a few things I would like from you. The first thing is, will you please go in, like, share, and subscribe to the Gail Estella Survival Podcast? Secondly, where are you tuning in from? I'm here in Aiken, South Carolina. Put in the comment box below where you're tuning in from. Are you following me on all of my social media platforms? If not, will you please do so at Gail Estella? And lastly, Through It All by Gail Estella. Have you purchased your copy yet? If not, it's not too late. You can go to truevinepublishingcompany.org, Amazon.com, or anywhere books are sold. This is a special Mother's Day edition dedicated to mothers who have lost their children. Today we are creating space for remembrance, honor, and most of all, love. And before I get started, I just want to say a special thank you to the guests that I'm going to bring into. I called these ladies and asked them to be a part of this special program tonight, and they agreed. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hi. I'm going to start with you first, Georgia.
Hi, everybody. My name is Georgia Young Moore. I am the mother of the late Derisha Sade Reinhardt. I call her Sade. Was my only child. She's my only child. And I miss her so much.
I know.
Hello, everyone. My name is Flowers Boyce. I'm the mother of Jared Blake. Also the founder of Long Live Jared Blake Foundation, MAD.
Thank you. I felt a little discouraged because I wasn't offered a speaking engagement for Mother's Day. But someone said to me, use your own platform. You have your own platform. Use your own voice. And something in my heart said, speak to the mothers. Not necessarily all of the mothers, but the mothers who have lost their children. So today, this is for you, Georgia Moore. This is for you, Flowers Boyce. And this is for all the mothers that are watching tonight. Let's talk about what it is to be a mother. A mother nurtures, nourishes, pours into her child. She protects mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. When they hurt, she hurts. When they cry, she cries. A mother wants to fix the pain. A mother wants to take away the pain. It is often said that it's the father's job to protect. But a mother will fight and advocate for her child by any means necessary. She tries to shield them from harm. It is often said that a mother is as happy as her saddest child. She takes on their hurt, and we know that. Mm-hmm. And for a mother who has ever had a sick child, like you and I, Georgia, she would carry the pain of the illness so they could be helped. She lives for her child, and she would die for her child. I know I would have.
Yes.
Mother's job is never done. It doesn't end. It's infinite. A mother is a mother until she leaves this earth. Not when the child leaves, but when the mother leaves. And even when the child is no longer here, the love still grows and grows and grows. As it is written in Corinthians 13:8, love never fails. And now that we understand what it means to be a mother, I want to give you a rose. On Mother's Day, we often see roses. The mothers that have lost a child, the mothers that have lost their mother, they get the white roses. The mothers that their mothers are still living, they get the red roses. And even when the pastors or the speakers are speaking, they say, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that have lost. All the mothers that are here, all the mothers that have gone. But what about us? What about the mothers that have lost a child? There's no rose for us, but the mother that has lost a child. So today, Georgia, I see you. I honor you. I recognize you as Sade's mom, and I present this purple rose.
Thank you so much.
To you. Whew. Flowers, I see you, and I honor you too. I recognize you as Jared's mother, and I present this purple rose to you.
Thank you.
And to every mother watching, this rose is for you too.
Yes.
And because it is still blooming, because it is still in the bud stage, it reminds us that love continues to grow.
Yes.
Even through grief, even when our children aren't here. It represents honor, dignity, a love that still lives. And because it still lives in the bud stage, it reminds us that love continues to grow and grow through grief. And I just said that. This rose represents your child, the one who made you a mother. Even though they are not here, your motherhood still is. Happy Mother's Day. In those early days, I didn't feel right. I didn't want to hear Happy Mother's Day. Because how can I be happy when part of the reason I'm a mother isn't here? And here's the hard part. Because on one hand, Happy Mother's Day is difficult. But on the other hand, not being acknowledged at all hurts even more. It may not feel like a Happy Mother's Day, but it still needs to be acknowledged. Because sometimes people say, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But let me say this to you. You saw me carry my child. You saw me love my child.
Amen.
You saw me mother my child. And like we said, we're still mothers.
Still mothers.
I want to start a conversation. In Georgia, I will start with you.
Okay.
You shared that this year you didn't feel like participating in Mother's Day.
All right.
Can you talk about that feeling?
Yes. I had a birthday on April the 7th. And then the next week I was celebrating Sade's anniversary. So last year when I went to church, I felt some type of way. I cried through the whole service because everybody had their children and I didn't have Sade. So this year I said, well, this has been a whole roller coaster ride this year. Some years it's go really good and smooth, but this year's just been up and down for me, like a roller coaster. So instead of sitting in church with everyone else, I decided to go out of town and just celebrate me. Just me and my sisters, we were taking a trip out of town. So, yeah, that's it for me.
But what do you think, or how do you think Sade would feel about you not celebrating Mother's Day? Yeah.
She would say, Mommy, you could do this. I had a long conversation Wednesday with Sade. I said, it's been hard, really hard, but I told you that with God, I can make it. Mm-hmm. But today is harder than it has been in a long time.
Yes. That's so Lord.
But I'm trying my best.
Mm-hmm.
And although I may be down, but I'll come back up. Mm-hmm. But I just want to celebrate me. I just want to have peace. But she would be happy. She'll want me to be stronger. Because she'll always say, Mama, you could do it. Mm-hmm. But this year is just a little different. It was just been really hard this year.
I understand. Whew. I understand. Oh, blessings. Oh. Flowers for you. Has Mother's Day become easier, harder, or just different over time?
I feel like each year it's a little harder. Some years it just depends, you know. Uh-huh. I celebrate my birthday on the 21st of this year, and then of April, and then next month is Mother's Day, and those are two special days for me that he's no longer here, and he's always been that one on the birthday, jumping in the bed with me as, you know, happy birthday, Mom. He always made it, you know, a big point, and Mother's Day as well. But I still know that I have to show up for Jamal.
Oh, yes.
And for many of you, you're still showing up for the children who are there or who are here. And that takes strength, Flowers. Mm-hmm. To grieve one and still love another. So today, I commend you.
Oh, yes.
I commend you for showing up when you didn't feel like it. Because even with the hole in your heart, you are still present, and that takes strength. You're also still mothering Jamal, who is here. What has it been like learning to grieve Jared while still showing up for Jamal?
Wow.
Yeah, it's been hard to balance that because I know probably the first couple of years I probably failed Jamal because I say that because I was always grieving Jared, not knowing or feeling I still have a child here that's grieving and needs me. Wow. Even though he's an adult, that was his person. So I didn't really realize that until he told me. He actually had to tell me, you know, I'm still here. You know, I know Jared's gone and we miss Jared, but I'm still here and I need you. I need that support. Mm-hmm. And that really broke me down to where I was like, I gotta get control of this. So I basically have a routine Mother's Day. I just say my prayers. I go to his gravesite, talk to him, sit with him before church, if I go to church. Because when I go to church, I'm crying all through church service. So, you know, Mother's Day, I'm still celebrating Mother's Day, but then I give Jared his time, just like I give Jamal his time on Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. And that's how I have to balance. Like, try to get my crying and tears out of the way, and, you know, and then whatever me and Jamal and I have, you know, planned for that day, you know, I'm happy, I'm present. And
I like the word present.
Yes.
I like the word present.
It took time, but it took for my adult son to tell me I'm still here.
I'm still here. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Jamal. Being man enough.
Yes.
Just to use his voice.
Yes.
Georgia, what do you wish people understood about Mother's Day after the loss of a child?
That we are still mothers.
Yes.
I'm still a mother. Yeah. Yeah. Our child will always be with us. Like you said at the beginning, until the day we die, we are still mothers.
I want to take a moment to speak to another group of mothers, the mothers who have experienced miscarriage, the ones who carried life, even for only a moment, the ones who loved the child they never got a chance to hold, the ones whose motherhood wasn't always seen, wasn't always acknowledged, but it was very real. And I want you to hear me clearly today. Whether your child lived years, months, only for a moment, or only inside of you, that love still counts. Love still matters. And you are still a mother.
Yes.
And as it is written, before I formed you in the womb, I know you. I knew you. That's Jeremiah 1:5. So don't erase that just because they're not here, it's not the acknowledgement that hurts. It's the silence. And this is the part that I got to. And while I was writing this, I started crying. The word says, you keep track of all of my sorrows. You have collected all of my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. And as I was reading that scripture, I just started crying. And I began to think, how big would that bottle have to be to hold all of our tears? And then I thought, how many bottles would it take to hold all of our tears? So this is a question for both of you. The word talked about God collecting our tears in a bottle. If your bottles could speak, what moments would it talk about? And Georgia, you just said one when you talked to Sade.
Yes.
So Flowers, we're going to start with you. If your bottles could speak, what moments would it talk about?
Probably the loneliness that I felt when Jared passed, because you think your friends will be there. You think people, will surround you and help, but that's while the funeral is being planned. That's before the funeral happens, but after the funeral, it's loneliness that steps in. It's that darkness. So I would have to say that was some lonely nights and days and crying and tears, but I would have to say that the lonely times.
Okay, Georgia. If your bottle could speak, what moments would it talk about?
So every tear is how much I love you, a tear how much I miss you, and so bad waiting to meet again with you, that we can join together again. But each tear is a representative of her and the love that I have for her.
Yes.
Yes.
And my tears would represent the loneliness, the heartache, the hole in my heart.
Oh, yeah.
That could never be filled, that could never be replaced, but also the good memories.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Of who she was and who she still is to me. And all the time, and tears are always sad tears.
Sad tears, no.
Sometimes they're happy tears. Sometimes I'm just missing you tears, wishing you would get tears.
Yeah.
Wondering how you would look today tears. Would you be doing today tears?
Yes.
Georgia, how old would Sade be today?
35.
Oh, wow. 35. And how about Jared Flowers? How old would Jared be?
Today, Jared would have been, his birthday would be in July the 10th. He'll be 27 years old.
27. Oh, and age
27 years old. He's
And how old age?
Years.
30.
Age you've been 30.
The word also says, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted.
Yes.
And saves those who are crushed in spirit. And our spirits can feel crushed. But God is right here, never leaving us, never forsaking us. As he promised, he give us the strength to stand,
Absolutely.
to love, to honor our children, even when they aren't here. So before I close, I have a question for each one of you. For the mothers that may be witnessing or watching and struggling this Mother's Day, what would you say to her?
I would say just take care of yourself. Remember that you're still a mother, but when it ever get too overwhelming, just take time out for yourself. Call out your child name every day.
Yes.
And I think that's what keep us. Our child hadn't been forgotten. So I call Sharday name out all through the day. I talk to her. But for every parent that's feeling the same way I feel today, not wanting to celebrate Mother's Day, just do you. Take care of yourself. But remember, your child is always with you.
Allow yourself grace. I don't know if it gets easy. It gets better to deal with the hurt and pain over the years, because you get to the point of, you know that they're never coming back. You go through your stages, and at a point you get to where, like she said, they're always with you. I hear Jared all the time. You know, I could be laughing or something, and or a song comes on. They let you know that they're there. They're still there with you, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So allow yourself grace, you know, enjoy. They want to see you enjoying life, you know, and not always sad because they're not here. But they do understand and feel your heart that you're hurting. You know, on Mother's Day, it's always hard to go on Facebook and people taking Mother's Day pictures with all their kids, and you don't have that. So Mother's Day, I don't get on Facebook. Christmas, holidays, I stay off Facebook because I know you're going to have your family with you. You know, it's not that I don't want to see the pictures. I'm going to eventually see them. But on that day, I just know my triggers. Exactly. So just allow yourself, you know, time and grace, and do what you want to do on that day to celebrate. It doesn't have to be going to church or, you know, being with family. Do what you would like to do to enjoy or remember your child.
As Georgia said. And the triggers, I like the word triggers. That I'm going to answer the question too, but let me ask this question before we close as well. Has either of you ever had resentments against people that still have their children here, and you had to recognize that you have resentments and ask God to help you take those resentments away? Have either one of you ever experienced that?
Not resentment, but when I've talked to someone and they're talking about their children, and when I talk about Sharday, they kind of change the subject because they want to talk about their child because Sharday is not here physically. But that's when a time that I say Sharday still matter because she's still here with me. So if I can listen to you talk about your child or your grandchildren, hey, you can, if you're my friend and truly love me, you can hear me talk about Sharday, because it's been 24 years and I'm not going to ever stop talking about Sharday. So that's it. But I never had resentment.
How about you, Flowers?
I have, not with friends, but with the driver, you know, but I forgive him because I know it was an accident. It could have been either way.
So you want to tell the audience that, would you like to share what happened to Jared so they would know what you mean by that? If you feel comfortable.
Yeah. Jared was on his way to the service, to Navy boot camp. We were out of town, and he decided to call up one of his friends that he hadn't been around in probably about 7 or 8 months, maybe longer than that. I'm not sure. But somehow this weekend they decided to get together to, I guess, celebrate. I really don't know why. I still don't know. I still have questions, but I'm not going to get answers. But they decided to go to Jared's old college, Belmont, where he used to wrestle. And they hung out, and there was some drinking and things. And the only thing I can think is maybe Jared felt like he was too drunk and let his friend drive his truck home. And they had an accident where he wasn't in a car seat. So he was ejected from the car. And they had an accident, and, Jared passed, and his friend, survived. And I'm forever, I forgive him. It's no point of me holding any grudges, because, like I said, it could have been Jared driving drunk and they lost their child, so I would never, but it was resentment in the beginning, but it's no resentment now. In the beginning, I was mad. I was angry, but it was two friends that decided to hang out, and, this is what happens when you drink and drive, and people don't realize that easily, it can happen, so do not drink and drive. Always have a designated driver that has not been drinking anything, not even if, I just had one drink. Things can happen.
That's true.
And when I talk about it to different people, and maybe, going into events, and I let them know, I've drunk and drive before, but you learn from your mistakes. And from Jared, I learned, I'm not a drinker, but I've had a drink, and drove. But do not. Life is more important than having a drink, and driving. You never want to have that on you, your conscience, that with the driver and someone, died, so. But I forgive him, and I pray for him every day that, he makes something out of his life, whatever Jared
forgives himself.
Yes. I want him to be able to do it, because Jared had a future in the service, going in the Navy. And we talked about so many things, and people used to ask me all the time, why do you travel so much? I was going somewhere once or twice a month. It was places Jared had often talked to me about. I would like to see this place. I like to go here. So I was taking him with me.
So you going in his memory and his arms.
I never really told anybody that,
That's
but
beautiful.
Yeah, so he wanted to be stationed different places, or where he wanted to see, and that's what I did. And I still got a few more places to go, but Jared and I, we talked a lot, so. But I'm good with it now. I went through my stages, and I'm fine with it. But when you ask about resentment, that's the reason why I'm speaking of, because it was in the beginning.
I'm sure.
And it went through, it was something I had to go through, but I pray for him every day.
So while we're talking about the drinking and driving, you want to go ahead and tell us about your foundations, and then Georgia, I'll give you a chance to speak on yours.
Okay.
Yes. It's been 7 years now since Jared has passed, and I'm the founder of the Long Live Jared Blake Foundation, MAD. We actually do scholarships for school. We pay for books, tuition, at least some of the tuition, if we have the funds. We do a lot of donations, ask for donations. We do food drives. We do Christmas giveaways for families that's in need. Thanksgiving, we also help with the Manor House as far as giving turkeys and being able to feed different families. Clothes drive. But we do a lot in the community. Some people may not know about us. Some people may. but I make sure that Jared's name stays alive with his foundation, because I want you to say Jared's name. I want you to come up to me and tell me different good things that happen with you and Jared. Never feel like, oh, I don't know if I should tell her or say anything. Tell me. I want to hear about those things. Send me pictures. So yes, it's not that we don't want to hear. We're not always sad mothers. We just often think about our loved ones that are not here. And that's not just about our children, but anybody.
Yes.
And you can connect with us on Facebook or Instagram.
How? What's your platform name?
Long Live Jared Blake Foundation MAD.
Okay. And Ms. Georgia Moore, tell us about your foundation.
Okay, it's DSR Center of Hope, and we're a 501c nonprofit. We have a grief support group that meets every month. It started off in 2017 as for parents only, but after COVID hit, we opened up to anyone that was grieving, try to navigate through their season of grief. And so we give scholarships away each year to high school students in Chester, Louisville, and Great Falls. And we have a stroke preventive programs that we're just starting. So you can find me on Facebook at DSR Center of Hope or Center of People Experiencing Grief. And that's what COPED stands for.
Thank you. And to go back to the question, and thank both of you for keeping your children's name alive. That's very, very
You too.
Yes. And for me, if I could say anything to a mother that may be struggling for Mother's Day, I like what you said. I like what both of you said. Take care of you and give yourself grace. And I would also say, feel your feelings. You don't have to hide your feelings. You don't have to pretend. Feel your feelings.
Yes.
Feel your feelings. And know that you may not always get the acknowledgement that you want or you feel you deserve, but God knows.
He knows.
And we know. And the question about resentments, I can remember maybe forging some, especially when I would be, I'm a cosmetologist, and some of the parents of Asia's peers would be in the salon and they would be talking about what they're doing now. They're doing this in college and they graduate and they get married, they have the babies, And I'm listening and I'm a participant, I'm listening, but I had to say, God, please don't let me be that person.
Exactly.
Because I want every child to succeed. I don't want any mother to have to feel the way that we feel.
Right.
And I don't want to be that person harboring resentments and anger.
Yes. Amen.
To someone that has nothing to do with this.
Right.
My pain. So I had to be honest with God. So I would tell a person, if you're feeling what you're feeling, it's okay. Acknowledge the feelings. Ask God to help you with those feelings. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you a grieving person. It makes you a hurting person. It makes you a mother. And it makes you human.
That's the big part. Yes.
But then we have to ask God to take those feelings away from us, because that's not who we want to be. That's not who I wanted to be. And the way that I honor Asia is the Hatch for Asia campaign. And that's held once a year during her death anniversary, the month of June through July. This year we did it a little differently, the first of the year. And all of the hats are collected and donated to children's hospitals in the surrounding area with kids that are undergoing treatment for cancer. And anything blue and purple, those are my brand colors. Those were her favorite colors. And if you see blue and purple, that's an honor of my daughter, Asia Andrea McCullough. So I'm calling her name now. Oh, ladies. In closing, first, let me say thank you very, very much.
Thank you for having me.
How much I appreciate this. Thank you. And Flowers, we got to get you back when you're ready for your story. I've interviewed Georgia already. But whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Okay, I will.
So today, I say it's Mother's Day. I haven't forgotten you. I see you, I feel you, I honor you, and I love you. From one mother to another, and as you say it so well, Flowers Boys, from one angel mom
Yes.
to another angel mom. Through it all, you can wear your purple rose with honor, with dignity, with pride and respect, and most of all, wear your purple rose with love.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
Before we
Thank
leave,
you.
I have to close in my fashion. This is Gail Estella Survival Podcast. Georgia, will you tell me 3 things that has helped you to survive?
Trusting in God, reading it and standing His word, and my family.
Your family. Flowers, 3 things that has helped you to survive.
One and only God. I'm so thankful I did not lose my trust in His word. My son, Jamal, and family.
And family. I love you, ladies.
Yes.
Okay.
Love you. Bye-bye.